without the brace during practice? How many days you been in with the
Today was my second day.
second day? How's that kind of been for you?
Well, third day, I think. It was good. It's different because I had the brace for so long, so it's different kind of feel.
Does that represent some kind of, I don't know, I won't say turning point, but another step forward?
Another
I
step
guess, in
forward,
your,
definitely. It's yeah, every step is important. So I had a big brace, big black brace, and got down to a smaller brace, and went to like 5 braces. So it feels good to be out.
5 different braces?
Maybe 4 or 5.
Why?
Why? What?
Why so many braces?
Just each new one is a little smaller, a little lighter. So
What do you know about UNC?
I haven't started looking at UNC yet.
Can you say now, Nick, you've gone through every single practice since the beginning of preseason?
Sir?
You've gone through every single practice since the beginning of preseason. Can you proclaim now that you should be able to play against North Carolina next Saturday?
Yeah, I can't say anything. To me, I'm just getting myself ready, my teammates ready. Day by day, every day. Go out there and work hard and prepare as if you're going to play and things fall into place.
Kirby said you're in line to play now. That doesn't mean you're going to play?
Yeah, I saw that, but he hasn't said anything to me, so I don't know.
Is this all about like superstition, or because it seems obvious to all of us?
I like to stay focused, not get too ahead of myself. So I'm worried about tomorrow.
How do you feel about playing in the Georgia Dome?
It'll be a great experience, just to be there. I've never been there before. I've never played, so it'll be a great experience.
What about the neutral ground of it?
I say what?
What about the neutral ground of it?
Yeah, that'll be good. We're still here in Georgia, so it's kind of still ours, but it'll be fun.
Did you say you've never been in the Georgia Dome?
Well, I never played there, but
Okay.
I've been there.
Okay.
What's your general routine now? Do you like have a lot of post practice, kind of training and sports medicine stuff you're still kind of dealing with?
Yeah, that stuff probably never end. For my whole career, that's probably kind of gonna be part of it, just because what I actually did to my knee. So I go in there, just maintenance, just keeping up on it. So a little stretching, a little squatting, working on my quads, just small things.
Is that stuff you've learned to pay more attention to as you progress?
Yeah, it definitely helps. Days I've kind of didn't do as much, I can feel it a little bit. It's just certain things I have to pick up on, like what actually makes it feel the best. So it's just a little test and trial and error.
If you do play in the opener, do you think you can have the kind of workload you had before your injury?
I don't know. I won't be able to know until it happens. So, but I feel good. I feel good about where I'm at, where my team is at, and the coaching staff. So maybe.
About how much have you done in the 2 scrimmages?
About how much? I was limited on carries, so I didn't play the whole scrimmage, but I was actually always around. I maybe didn't get a lot of carries, but I was always, pass protection, stuff like that.
So do you remember like about how many carries?
I'm not sure.
10 or so?
I'm not sure.
Would it have to be a feel thing then in the game to, if you played that, to kind of figure out the determination? It wouldn't be anything going into it that you would know or expect?
I wouldn't know anything. Maybe I would, maybe before the game or the day before, just talking to Coach Smart and Mr. Run. But as of right now, I don't know anything.
What would be the ideal scenario for you next Saturday?
Ideal scenario, just whatever Coach tell me to do, I'm ready.
What do you?
What I want to do? Yeah, I like playing football. I wouldn't mind getting out there.
When it comes to you running the ball, has there been any issues with cutting? Any fear on your part, or is all that pretty much in the past now?
Yeah, I feel great. Nothing. Maybe beginning, just not really being sure about myself. Just maybe the first day of camp, but after I got out there, I felt great. After I actually got tackled, I felt great. So I feel good.
What about that wet turf in last week's scrimmage? Was there any issues with that, or did you?
No, it's just annoying. It's nothing bad though.
What's been your impression kind of Kirby, now that you've gotten to know him for 9 months or 10 months, whatever it is? Not just, we hear him, the yelling coach and all that kind of stuff, but, kind of as a man, I don't know if you see his family much, or what kind of guy is he? What have you come to know about Kirby?
Yeah, he's a great man. Only off the field, I can actually go there right now and just have a conversation with him, just talk to him. He's very hands-on. He actually called me up today just to talk and some other players. So he likes, he's a player person, so that's great.
Which quarterback do you think gives Georgia the best chance to win?
Which quarterback? They all do great, just have somebody that make the good passes, hand it off. I think they all are a great fit for us, whoever starts, I'm good.
Who's the best at handing the football to you?
I can't even tell the difference. They're all great.
Would it help though to have one named quicker than sooner rather than later?
I'm not sure. Maybe it would help just because so we get to know what we're doing. But then again, they're all doing a great job of when they're in there of controlling the offense. So they're all great fits.
Kirby said the message to you guys for the whole time was that whoever's going to be back there, that you guys are going to be behind them. What have they done to kind of make sure that that's going to be the case? To make sure that you guys are sharp no matter who's in there.
Well, just practice, when they're in there, just getting those guys going and pushing them and making sure they're all communicating, in their own way to us, make sure we all understand and make sure we're on the same page. So obviously, just seeing who's going to play hard, which quarterback's in there.
On the O-line, Kirby's told us how it's basically rotation there, and Tyler, Isaiah, and the guards. So what does Tyler bring to the table? What have you seen from him so far?
A lot of experience, and he's an older guy, so he knows what he's doing, and he's a very physical guy. We like that.
What about, he also, I think, mentioned Solomon and Kendall
Baker.
Yeah.
And Audubon.
Those guys is kind of next in line. What have you seen about them?
Yeah, they're all playing hard. Kendall, I think he actually started in spring for a while, so he has a little bit of experience. Solomon, he's great. Run blocker. I watched some film. He's getting downhill, getting to that linebacker to the next level. And Alden, he's older guy. He's got a little experience too. So, they're all battling very hard.
Solomon's like what? He was 370 or something when he came in. What is it like? I don't know, going behind a 370-pounder, whatever he is, guard.
And it's great to go behind a big physical guy.
Brian Harrian's done stuff in practice. Do you think he's ready to come in and get carries in games?
Oh yeah, definitely. He's a great guy, a great kid, smart kid. He's picked up one thing as well. He's a physical runner, gets downhill. So I think he'll be able to get a couple carries, whatever we need from him to do.
Back to the offensive line. Chooks last week says he's noticing it's harder to beat them on the outside. Are you noticing that they're holding their blocks and giving you ample running time?
Yeah, they're doing a great job of pulling and getting to the block so we can circle the defense. They're doing a great job.
When did you get your first carry in that first game? Was it like second, third quarter? I don't remember. When you were a freshman?
Clemson.
It was third quarter.
Third quarter.
Yeah.
Do you think? Can you imagine what it would have been like to be out there on the first snap of the game? Like, if they decide to give Jacob that call.
Say what?
Can you imagine what if you were in the starting backfield as a freshman in your first snap? I mean,
As a quarterback?
no, as a running back.
That's why you lost it.
You got to get kind of eased in. You weren't the first running back out there. Is my point.
Yeah, I got eased in, man. I think it's. The first series is always a difficult series because the defense is so pumped up. So, yeah, I guess tied and then warm down a little bit. So.
But what can you imagine what it would be like? Obviously we're not, don't need to know if he's the starter or anything, but could you imagine what it would be like for Jacob, to kind of go out there for that first series of college ball period, would be, in that first game? Would you think that would be tough for a guy like him based on what you know?
Yeah, it'd be tough. It'd be tough for anybody as a quarterback starting as a freshman to go out there, but I think, we're doing a great job of getting him in game-like scenarios and practice scrimmages and getting him in that situation and see what he does.
What do you remember about that first game for you against Clemson?
I remember it was a great game. Just we got down. We got great physical beat down them boys, and we played hard, offensively and defensively.
Do you let yourself at all think about what that response from the fans could be the first time you take the field?
I know it'd be a great experience for everybody. A lot of people supported me and cheering me on, so I know it'd be great.
We've been, for everyone that's been kind of following you, it's been kind of a gradual, return. But could you, I know you don't want to go back to October, but how amazing is it that, considering it was called a significant knee injury and people wondered if it was a career-ending thing, to do you look back and say, wow, here I am?
Yeah, because I never had to deal with it. Just from what I've heard, what I've seen, just you don't know what's next to expect. So, I had guys talk to like Robert Edwards. I talked to Willis McGahee. So, just got guys that have been through it to get their response and see how it worked out for them. And about what they told me, all they say is you got to work hard.
How'd you get a hold of, I guess, Robert? Obviously went here. How'd you get a hold of Willis?
Instagram, I think.
Oh, okay.
Did he reach out to you?
No, I reached out to him.
Okay.
Oh.
Was it like when we talked to Robert, was it like a common message between those guys?
Yeah, it's all the same, man. They say your need depends on how hard you're willing to work. And he telling the right guy that, so.
What do you tell them when they say that?
And so what I tell them?
What do you tell them whenever they
I would say, that's what I've been hearing. That's what Ron told me. So, just thank you for the advice. I'm going to get to work.
When you said you haven't looked at North Carolina, I mean, they've been your opening opponent for months. I know you've been worried about, or not worried, but getting yourself ready. Have you watched any film of them on the offseason at all?
I mean, I was just curious, just see what they do, but I haven't really sat down and studied them. But I watched a little film, but nothing really in depth.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to hear Sonny's new rap song?
Yeah, I heard it every night before he put it out.
What do you think about it? Does he have the chances of rap artist?
Yeah, I mean, he's really good. He has a lot of work that he's done that I've actually heard. It hasn't came out yet. It sounds really good.
Was it a couple millions? Is that what
Say what?
he raps about? Making a couple millions or something?
Yeah. That's the lyrics.
Any chance he joined on a feature?
Probably not. It's probably not gonna happen.
When's your rap album coming?
Nah, it's not. I'm here to cheer him on. That's about it.
Okay, one more question, anybody?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Nick.